The next topic of interest is nested loops. Nested loops is very similar to nested if and else statements. That is, you can have an entire if and else construct within another if and else construct. So nested loops are a loop or loops within a loop. Let us see how this works. I'm going to take an example with the main function. We have three variables, a, b, sum. For a equals to 1, a less than or equals to 3, a plus plus. This is the start of the for loop, and within the for block we have another for block where b runs from 1 to 2 in steps of 1. Here I'm going to say sum equals a plus b and print sum equals percentile d comma sum. Then you have a return 0 and end the program. Let us see how this program works. This is your outer for loop and this is your inner for loop. If you see the definition of the outer for loop, your a goes from 1 to 3 in steps of 1. Therefore, the loop statements are executed 3 times. So the loop undergoes 3 iterations. Going by the same logic, your inner loop has b equals to 1, b less than or equals to 2, b plus plus. So the statements in the inner loop are executed 2 times. So the inner loop goes for 2 iterations. However, it is important to note that the inner loop goes for 2 iterations for every iteration of the outer loop. Since the outer loop goes for 3 iterations, your inner loop is executed a total of 6 times. That is, the statements in the inner loop are executed a total of 6 times. Therefore, for every iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop is iterated 2 times. Now, how do you analyze this program? We cannot draw the lines anymore because we have 2 loops and monitoring it is going to be extremely difficult. So the way I came up with this, I know that the outer loop is going to execute 3 times, that is 3 iterations of the outer loop. Therefore, a equals to 1, a equals to 2, a equals to 3. So this is the first iteration of the outer loop, the second iteration of the outer loop, and the third iteration of the outer loop. Now we know that the inner loop is iterated 2 times for every iteration of the outer loop, and b takes the values 1 and 2 during the 2 iterations of the inner loop. Therefore, when a is 1, b can assume the values 1 and 2. Similarly, when a is 2, b can assume the values 1 and 2. And when a is 3, b can assume the values 1 and 2. Within the inner for loop, we have 2 statements. The first statement is sum equals to a plus b. So the current values of a and b are added and stored in sum, and it is printed. Therefore, when a is 1, b is 1, your sum will be 2. When a is 1, b is 2, sum equals to 3. When a is 2, b is 1, sum equals to 3. And when a is 2 and b is 2, sum is 4. When a is 3, b is 1, sum is 4. And when a is 3, b is 2, sum is 5. Therefore, the following message is printed on the console. First you get sum is 2, sum is 3, followed by sum is 3, sum is 4, followed by sum is 4, and sum is 5. So this is how you analyze programs which involve multiple loops.